Hey y'all. So I am going to be reviewing our 2020-2021 class syllabus. Now, keep in mind you can read this over on your own and make sure that your parents sign the two links on the bottom by clicking on them. However, if you just want to watch this video instead of reading it on your own, that is fine as well. So, welcome to 8th grade. Get ready for a challenging but awesome year. I am so excited to get to know you and help you grow as a reader, writer, editor, and speaker, as well as to prepare you for high school and your life beyond education. This year, all of our class information will be on Canvas, as you already know. You're in my homeroom block. At 8:15, you will click the homeroom class page, and every other block will click my name, and you will be able to log in by pressing the Zoom button. For class, you will need your composition book, your novel, your independent reading book, and pens, pencils, highlighters, things like that. Zoom expectations, which we have went over multiple times by now. Be on time. Be prepared. Mute yourself unless you are asked not to. Be presentable and chat responsibly. I know that the private message can be a little bit tempting for you guys, but once I save the Zoom to post it, the chat saves as well. So I can see everything that you posted, even if you sent it to somebody, quote unquote, privately. I can see all of that. Make sure that you are aware of that as you are talking. If you need help with something, guys, ask me for help. You can make me we can make an appointment to meet in Canvas. You can email me questions. You can join my office hours. You can stay for the asynchronous time. I am here to help you be successful, and I really, really, really need for you guys to reach out, especially since everything is online. Now, guys, our attendance and grading policy is super important. Attendance will be taken at every class, not just your SEO block, not just your first block, but your first, second, third, fourth, plus your SEO, which is your homeroom block. If you are absent from any class, make sure that you complete the past assignments that were due. That is your responsibility to reach out to that teacher to make sure that you get that makeup work. Remember that grades are 65% formal, 35% informal. Formal things are your tests, your projects, and your essays. Informal things is everything else that we do, whether it's homework, class assignments, discussion posts, anything like that. And as I have mentioned multiple times, we will be using independent reading books. In class, you will need to find these books on your own. You can select from your own personal library, the public library, which is accessible with your CMS ID number, or you can use Sora, which is accessible through your Clever account. The books that you choose must be school appropriate, and they must be ones that your parents would approve of. If you ever need help finding a book, I can recommend some because I love to read. However, it's a good life skill to not just rely on me. Ask your friends and also reach out to the school librarian, Miss Custer. There will be times in class where you read on your own and respond to a reading prompt. So when we get to that part, please make sure that you have your text to read with you at all times. And if any parents or guardians are listening in, please ensure that you are speaking with your student about what they are reading. They are freely allowed to check out books from the school library, the public library, so please be sure that you are okay with their reading selections by simply asking them questions about the books that they are selecting. So this year we are using EL education, which is new to 8th grade. We will be doing 3 different modules. Module 1 is The Summer of the Mariposas by Guadalupe McCall. Now, this book, as I've mentioned in my open house video, is about 5 sisters who travel to Texas, from Texas to Mexico and back again. Our guiding question is, How and why can we modernize myths and traditional stories to be meaningful to today's audiences? So, the classic or traditional text is the Odyssey, and we're going to see how that translates into the story about the Garcia sisters. The second module is the omnivore's dilemma. And in this, Michael Pollan sets out to make sense of the complicated food choices that modern Americans face. This guiding question is, what factors should we prioritize when making choices about our food? Please keep in mind that here you're going to write an argumentative essay about food choices that are most beneficial for you and your community. And then our third module is Farewell to Manzanar. And in this, we follow the family of Jeanne before, during, and after their imprisonment at Manzanar, which was a Japanese American internment camp during World War II. The guiding questions here is, what are the main lessons that can be learned from Japanese American internment? So as we follow her stories, what can we take in with us and what can we learn from these experiences? Despite the variety of the content, the central texts have this in common. They are rich, complex language, important and compelling themes, exciting plots with meaningful conflicts, and thoughtful characters or historical figures who, in their own ways, aim to be ethical people who contribute to a better world. Now that you have reached the end of reviewing our syllabus, make sure that you keep it close. You can also access it by clicking on the syllabus button on the home page. Grab your parents and make sure that they sign these 2 release forms. They are super important. All you have to do is click on it and it'll go to the first one. This is just for me to get some contact information so that everyone stays as up to date as possible. And then the second thing that you are going to click is the National Board Release. So this year, I am a participant in an assessment to certify teachers as accomplished practitioners in teaching. My participation in this assessment, which is being conducted by the National Board of Professional Teaching Standards, is voluntary. The primary purpose of this assessment is to make decisions about whether a teacher demonstrates knowledge and practice expected of an accomplished teacher, improve student learning, and encourage excellence in teaching. So basically, National Boards is a nationwide advanced certificate for teachers. It is something that I have wanted to do for a little bit, and I have decided to take the plunge this year, and I need your help. I will need for you to sign a release form. This assessment requires that I submit short audio-visual recordings and or photographs of lessons being taught in your child's class. Although the recordings or photographs will show or involve students, the primary focus is on my instruction, not the students. In the course of this assessment, your child's image and voice may be recorded, and your child may be recorded as well. However, their last names will never appear on any materials or any recordings that I submit as a part of my assessment. So if you would just read through this, because I am requesting your permission for me to disclose the National Board recordings and photographs that may include your child's voice or image to be used by national boards only in accordance with the terms of this letter. Keep in mind your child's last name will never appear on any material. If you have read all of that, if you just enter your student's first and last name, click the school and my name, your address, and then I do give permission to you and the school referenced above to record my child's image and voice on video, or I do not give permission to go ahead and write your name and then the date. That would be great. All right, guys, once you have signed those 2 forms, that is all for now. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Have a good day.